We're here at the Cannabis Collective Retreat in Saugerties, New York. I'm Peter Shafran with The Other Magazine, and I have with me the co-founders of the Cannabis Collective. To my right, Jeffrey Schultz, Andrew Lowitz, Shahbaaz Kara-Virani, and Sloane Barbour. Thank you very much for joining us today. We are here in Saugerties, New York, enjoying this wonderful day with great weather. Sloane, why don't you start us off and tell us about the retreat and why we're here?
Thanks, Peter. So the summer retreat has been a staple here in the Cannabis Collective's event calendar for the past 3 years. This is our third season doing this. It's our biggest one yet. We have about 150 people up here at a private residence in Saugerties, New York, on a beautiful 80-acre farm. We've built a tent. We have an incredible 1800s barn, and we have designed the space to really be welcoming for the community and to create connection amongst all the people that are building this industry in the state of New York. And so in the morning, we do some very light programming and breakout sessions so that we get to hear from experts in various parts of the cannabis supply chain, helping people solve real-time problems in the space. And then in the afternoon, we open up the barn where we have 8 brands activating right now, some of the best leading brands in the state, to meet with some folks that are in the market, get to know each other a little bit better, and develop those personal connections that the retailers and the brands need to ultimately be successful together in this market. And then we play some music, we go on a hike, there's a beautiful river right here. You just get to enjoy, as you said, this incredible weather we've gotten here in June in the Hudson Valley.
Shahbaaz, why don't you grab the mic and tell us, we as the other have tried to develop a community and capture the community, as has the collective. So tell us about the community that has been built over the last 3 years.
What a privilege it is to talk on community, especially in this context with my peers. Congratulations on the summer retreat. This was our leader for the summer retreat. Sloane, you absolutely crushed it. And so that leads me into the segue of what is community and what does it stand for? It stands for this right here, Peter. It stands for the 3 of us, the 4 of us, 5 of us, ranch behind the scenes. It stands for people who have the ability to come together in situations that sometimes don't necessarily favor them and still have each other's back and still want to teach them and still want to learn from them. And so I think when we look at our community over the last 5 years, it's the 3rd annual summer retreat, but we've been at this for 5 years.
This is year number 6.
Year number 6. And, the New York market didn't start until year number 3, right? So what were we doing until that time? We were building community. And so the community in this industry, especially in New York, is something to be marveled at. And the last thing I'll say here is that New York will be the global capital of cannabis in the total universe that they're exactly.
All right, mic drop.
Yeah.
Depends on which market it is.
And the things that we're doing here, the things that we're learning, the conversations that we're sharing, the community, that's what's going to really grow this market. So I'm excited to see what every one of these human beings is doing a year from now as a result of the foundation of community.
Great. Andrew, why don't you tell us, this doesn't come cheap. We had...
It's surprising. It's surprising. There's enough money to go around to get all of us up here for a day and a half. But we're very, very lucky to have some really wonderful partners that have helped us put this together. Not only this year, but many of our partners that are here this year have been here all 3 years and really been part of the collective since day one. We started a dinner club in New York City in 2019, 2020, when a bunch of us were working for companies outside of the industry, outside of the state, and wanted some folks to hang out with locally. And a lot of those same folks that came to the first 15 or 20 folks that came to the first dinners are here today, and have been part of really building the community with us. A lot of the sponsors, Heirloom, Mac is one of the longest standing members of the community, has been a massive, massive supporter and a big contributor. We have, I think, hundreds of heirlooms here today. Some great new flavors they just came out with, by the way. One of the market leaders on the manufacturing side, Fernway, is one of our longest standing partners. The CEO of Fernway has been a collective member going way back from before they launched in Massachusetts. We've got the folks from Arrow here who are a longtime friend of the collective. Their CEO lives in Staten Island, from Staten Island, had one of the first medical licenses in New York before he sold it, and then grew Arrow. Veterans Choice, great, one of the biggest manufacturers in the state up in Schenectady. Jason Ambrosino has been a longtime friend of the collective. Our friends from Wild are here. Our friends from Jetty are here. And Flower Agency's got a pretty awesome bar going on out here. But our friends from Butter, Chris Klamkin, running Butter, a New Yorker, went to Michigan, came home, went to Michigan, built a brand, brought that brand home. He was also at the first dinner ever that we ran, 6 years ago. Back here, Kate and Vadim from Growwise, and Rick. We have so many friends. It's so hard to remember how many friends we have. And literally without every single one of them, this is a I'll say very tongue in cheek, a break even to not money making event. And literally without every single one of them contributing, we wouldn't have been able to do this. The folks from Growwise, Rick from Lit Alerts, who's the market data leader in the space. Rick has also been part of the collective for many years, one of the earliest members. And our best friends at Blaze. How could I not have Blaze? Blaze, the market leading POS founded in California, has taken New York by storm. Our boy Shahbaaz is the head of growth there. I just walked. We just partnered with Blaze in a bunch of different places. Blaze is blazing. Lastly, we couldn't do this. We literally couldn't be in this room. And this entire day would be a lot less cool without what we're doing right now with our friends at the Other. Peter and team, our official media partner of not only the collective, not only Summer Retreat, but hopefully the collective in general. I think the team has run 13 interviews today. Which is incredible. It's just such a cool, experience as part of the day-long event on campus here. So thank you, Peter. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So Jeffrey, why don't you tell us what do we have coming up? Oh, and the other thing is, what do we do every Thursday morning? Every other Thursday morning,
we have a live podcast called Coffee with the Collective that I host with my other friend Shahbaaz. At every other Thursday, 9 a.m. Right, we run it for a tight 45 minutes. We're going to expand that to an hour because we can never seem to finish what have become very engaging conversations, and we try to mix it up, and I think we do a pretty good job of having operators and different stakeholders in the industry come bring different perspectives and do it in a friendly, open environment. There's a Q&A at the end, right? So everybody gets to talk. So it's a little bit different than your traditional podcast, but very much rooted in what we are as a community and people feeling comfortable and safe and having candid conversations, which is not always the case when you get in front of the mic.
Kind of feels like it's a bit of the water cooler, for the state. Probably the most kind of consistent conversation that's going on over the last couple of years.
Who wants to tell us what's coming up with the Cannabis Collective? We have any upcoming stuff?
I'll let him talk. I mean, I'll let Sloane talk about it, but just generally speaking, we're going to continue to have these dinners, and that's where this started, which was idea dinners and how do we get, it's a support group, right? And in 2019, and this goes back to kind of what we are at our core. I have been friends with Andrew and Sloane for 25 years. Outside of cannabis, had nothing to do with cannabis. We all happen to work in the industry. All four of us do different things. Shahbaaz came to an early event, and I think naturally fell in love with all of us. It's in New York to be part of this. It's day one, right? So we're going to continue to do what we started when we did this the first time, which is continue to have dinners every other month in relatively small formats, 15 to 20. We did it with Jeffersonian rules, right? Is that right? Chatham House rules, right? Chatham House rules, very civilized conversation and discussion, which I found incredibly productive for everyone I've been to. And I get out of it. I feel like I get so much out of it that I'm almost embarrassed at how much value I get out of talking to all the people that are here today, right? I was up there earlier talking about the state of the state. I'm like in front of everyone who already knows and knows better than I do, but that's why we do it. So I know we're doing more than dinners, so I'll hand it to Sloane, who's the
Mastermind.
I'm not the mastermind. I'm the grunt, but we all get it done together. So as Jeff said, there's the dinners, which are really the core to this community. Spending 3 hours with a small group of people is really the only way to do it and to really get to know people. So we're going to prioritize those. But we have a digital community on WhatsApp with about 50 or 60 people. If you're an executive member, you get access to that. And we also are starting to do more commerce type work where we're actually trying to help make direct connections between people to do business. There's been tens of millions of dollars of things transacted, business deals done, connections made through this incredible community. We're just trying to help really codify that and make it a little bit easier for people, reduce that friction, and really lend a level of credibility, right? Because once you get to a certain point, it's all about consistency with your partner groups and consistency with who you work with. And we're really starting to get to that phase in the market where if we don't focus on that, the market is is in that phase where most states in years 2 through 3 through 4 are incredibly volatile, and people don't get paid, and a lot of bad things happen. So we're really trying to make sure we can create some transparency and accountability in the state market here in New York.
Excellent. Well, I'm sitting here with a big smile on my face, and I say that because, and I typically do have a smile on my face, but I even a bigger smile on my face because I've been accepted by this community, by the Cannabis Collective, and especially by the 4 of you that I call my friends now. And this has been a wonderful thing. I was here last year. I thought last year was great. This is phenomenal. Everybody's having a great time here. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for doing this, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to the rest of the other team. Thank you so much.